at the crossroads of data, policy, and empathy, redesigning systems for inclusive impact. I did not begin my journey as a data expert or even as a policymaker. In fact, I started off as a young woman from a predominantly rural North Indian state with a desire to bring a change in the system. The path back then was clear to me, or at least I thought so. For years, I prepared for India's toughest competitive exam, UPSC CSE, for recruitment as a civil servant. I cleared multiple stages and was consistently among the top 0.15% of a million plus candidates. I had deeply read about our constitution, our political philosophy, the way poverty alleviation programs work in the country. I had known the numbers, but little did I know that I also knew the faces behind them. I still remember the little girl in my village who told me that she could not continue being in school because it didn't have a functioning toilet. Her dream of becoming a doctor was nipped in the bud. She is to be married in a few years. Or the story of a marginal farmer who I happened to visit in rural Maharashtra, who told me about how he could not claim a crop insurance payout because the portal was in English and nobody in his village knew how to navigate that. These weren't just stories. They were real people. There were real faces behind the numbers that I had read. Over years that I have worked with CSR, corporate social responsibility, disability inclusion, mental health advocacy, digital agriculture, and also AI in healthcare. There are a number of instances where I have realized the gap between policy and practice and numbers and nuance. Even in my own journey, the door to becoming a bureaucrat had closed, but another one opened. Joining a Big Four firm as a government and public sector consultant, there's a question that I asked myself, which was long in the offing. Am I here to just deliver projects, or can I be an enabler of change? It was then that I realized a recurring truth. That data isn't just about numbers, it's about the lived reality behind those numbers. To give you an example, the success of UPI in India, digital finance stands transformed by it because of its simplicity. But behind those high adoption numbers also lie questions of consent, privacy, and also acceptability by larger masses who are at the margins because of digital illiteracy or not having trust in digital systems. These questions that we encounter in day-to-day lives have taught me that inclusive systems need to be primarily built around three pillars: data as story, transcending dashboards to incorporating lived realities, policy as a bridge to ensure that insights translate into frameworks that are equitable and adaptable, and empathy as a compass, so that every decision that we take protects dignity and inclusion. Data without empathy entrenches inequalities, and empathy without data limits scale. Hence, policy that is able to bring both into the picture, data and empathy, is what really transforms lives. So many times, when we look at transformational capabilities, we're not looking at big budgets or complex algorithms, but needing to ask ourselves a simple question: who is that who is being left behind? And through all of this, I've realized that this is not just a career, but a calling for me. So let's together build systems where data connects, policy amplifies voice, and empathy leads from the start, not just as an afterthought. Thank you so much.